Century after century, sun, rain, and clouds have shadowed this fascinating piece of the planet called the Petrified Forest.
The Petrified Forest is a neat place because you can see geology in action here. You see the fossils and the rocks that tell us about its ancient history. When we look at the rocks and the fossils like the petrified wood, we're looking at a time when this was a tropical landscape. The land was much closer to the equator, and it was a lot wetter than it is today.
Years ago, this northeastern part of Arizona was a floodplain.
So these logs get caught up on the bend of a river, they get jammed up onto themselves, and the trick to the petrified wood is that they got buried quick enough and deep enough that they didn't rot on the surface. And over enough time, if they're left undisturbed, give it a few hundred years, and minerals will actually seep into the woody material and replace it, leaving petrified wood.
These formations, once just pieces of old wood, have turned into stone and crystal.
The rocks rusted, the iron actually oxidized. Down here at the south end, if you go to Blue Mesa or around the Crystal Forest area, you're looking at iron that is not oxidized yet. So it's all about the minerals.
And therein lies the problem. People see these beautiful rocks, and many can't help but want to take a little piece of the petrified forest home with them. But a simple warning now, don't do it. Step away from the sparkling rocks.
A lot of people think that there is a curse here.
Steal a piece, and hell hath no fury like a national park scorned.
We call it conscience wood because we know it's people's consciences that are bothering them. They know they've done something wrong. They've done an illegal act of stealing it from a national park.
Thousands of rock thieves over the years have returned the hot rocks in letters, begging to be forgiven and removed of the dreaded petrified curse.
They leave the park, they're in a car accident, or they have a flat tire, or maybe a job they wanted didn't come through, or they got fired, or, the dog died.
One poor sap wrote, "You're right. It is a curse to take the wood from the forest. My girlfriend of 3 years dumped me on the drive home. So here's your damn wood back."
They might break up because a partner might have stolen a piece of petrified wood and the other one said not to do it, and they ended up doing it, and then split.
So, is there really a curse? Oh, Ranger Marge isn't saying whether there is or not, but she does agree that it helps people from breaking one of those 10 commandments.
In the Rainbow Forest Museum, we have a little display of, we call them conscience wood letters, where people have written back and talked about all this bad luck that they're having, and so that's why they're returning the wood. People see that, they see it on our movie, we put it in our brochures and stuff, and I'd say that it is a pretty big deterrent.